With the recent Swiftie invasion, Australia may well have gone cray-cray for Tay-Tay, but Taylor Swift has not been the only musical and it's clear from the sold-out arenas that even after 30 years, their music still strikes the right note. But the group is not only burning brightly on stage, there's also a new album. It's meant to celebrate getting older, except the boys from Matchbox 20 are not quite ready to grow up just yet.
How do you feel? I feel pretty good. How do you feel? Fucking awesome. How do you feel? Good.
As lead singer and songwriter Rob Thomas and the lads of Matchbox 20 ready themselves to go on stage. Thrill.
This like is my excitement that I get to own.
Yeah.
This I like.
You like this? Where you want to be
Every
is
time.
excited.
Yeah, I think every time.
Behind the scenes, this is a band of brothers ready to play.
He's just taking a nap. It's fine.
But as the anticipation builds, so does the energy and focus. They know there's a lot riding on tonight. Their Australian fans have been patient and faithful, waiting for their return for 12 long years. Comforting and joyous. A nostalgia born out of friends who, for most of their lives, have been making wildly successful music together. Joining 52-year-old Rob Thomas is rhythm guitarist Paul Doucette, 51, and 48-year-old lead guitarist Carl Cook. When you look at each other on stage or see each other on stage these days, do you see yourselves as the 20-year-olds that started out together? Or
Only on stage. Oh yeah, only on stage. I always think that like being on stage is like a time machine. Like you just like I get up there and like I still feel like 32-year-old Paul, 27-year-old Paul. Like I've been on that stage with these two for my entire adult life. And so that feels incredibly normal and incredibly natural. Yeah. And then you get off the stage, you're like, everything hurts. Who was that old guy looking back at me? Who's that old guy sitting next to me? Like it's so yeah, but that's where that cardio comes in. I know. But you know what? Back to that. 27-year-old Paul could not rock those glasses. You know what? Yes, he could.
Their success came early. Their very first album in 1996 went crazy with hit after hit. But it was their single Push that pushed them into the stratosphere. Said I don't know if I've ever been good enough. And now, thanks to Ken's rendition of Push in the recent Barbie movie, Matchbox 20 has a whole new generation of fans.
You get like a piece of paper and it says Greta Gerwig making a movie with Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie. First off, I was there, and I knew without seeing the scene, without having any more description than that it came with a little bit of cheekiness to it. I wanted to see Ryan Gosling's beautiful face sing that song, and it really was hilarious.
You feared, though, for a little while that you'd be made fun of?
Well, I mean, we're used to that. I mean, when we came out, we were, I think we were an easy target. We were, just a pop rock band and doing really, really well. And so we got thick skin pretty early on.
Well, some things in this world you just can't change. For Rob Thomas, the band's lead singer and songwriter, it has been an incredible modern-day tale of rags to riches. Rob grew up in near poverty. His mum was an alcoholic. But the deprivation and neglect that came with that forced Rob to tap into a gift most of us can only dream of. Maybe you'll find something that's enough to keep you.
When I was 17, I would hitchhike around the country. College, and I would have had a nice, safe career, and that would have been horrible.
But how close were you really to being on the wrong side of the tracks? I mean, you ended up in jail for a couple of months. You helping your grandma.
That came first. I mean, I think I was like 11 years old. But we were in the South. She was bootlegging liquor from under the stairs, and
this is normal in the South.
Well, it was in South Carolina, in that little town, at the time. And for me, I mean, everything's normal if you don't know anything else.
I don't want to overstate it, but is it fair to say that music saved you?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, without a doubt. I'm not really sure where I would be. Everything I've learned about life skills and coping skills and stuff, I kind of learned through the medium and the lens and the prism of this.
From homeless to hitmaker, the transformation was breathtaking. In 1995, Matchbox 20 was formed. Since then, the band has gone on to sell 30 million albums. Not bad, given there was no plan B.
There's a work ethic, I think, that came from not having another option. This had to work. And at the same time, I never expected success on that level. And then there's some point in the middle of that first record where we're all just at each other going, this is special. This is insane and crazy, but special.
How much did you enjoy success and excess?
I was told that I had a very nice time.
You can't remember it.
Maybe it's time. It into something bad. Best and taking.
Prove your old appliance free of charge. The Finder Awards recognise Australia's best, like Appliances Online, whose awards for their legendary service make them the most loved electronics and white goods retailer in Australia. For your next appliance, shop at their website.
There is a chance that Miranda Kerr and I hooked up. Hear me out. Hear me
a
out.
lie.
No, we don't know. Hang
Miranda
on.
Kerr did not. That's absolute bullshit.
Celebrate life. And however you do that, that's fine with us. If you want to shake your ass, shake your ass. Crazy, I'm just a little well, I'm not right now, you can't tell.
Matchbox 20 is a band steeped in friendship. Rob Thomas, Carl Cook and Paul Doucette have been doing this together for 30 years. But that doesn't mean it's always easy, especially as Rob's stellar solo career has led to long delays between gigs for the band.
Any friction that we've ever had in this band has never been about personalities. We all get along really, really well, and we laugh all the damn time.
It's probably the creative process.
It's the creative process and the combining of lives.
It is like being married to 3 or 4 people. I mean, that's, and it's, but we're well past the 7-year itch. So, I got a lot of hope.
Well, as Rob, solo career took off, were you mad at him at all for, delaying you guys getting back to
Yes.
Thursday?
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
I guess it's
but
kind of a natural
It takes
feeling.
away time. It wasn't about like, oh, you're having success that I'm not having. I mean, you're taking away time that we could be doing something and we're not doing that.
Yeah, it was
a
more
momentum.
Yeah.
That,
like I was super proud and happy for my friend Rob. For my bandmate Rob, I was like, what are we doing?
right.
It's been 5 years.
Rob's solo career was launched in 1999 with success no one could have predicted. He'd taken a break from Matchbox 20 to write a song with Latin rock band Santana. The result was Smooth, one of the biggest selling singles of all time, earning Rob 3 Grammys and cementing this self-deprecating muso as a leading songwriter.
It was another level of everything. And also, I mean, Smooth, listen, one of the most beautiful things about Smooth is that it's just cheesy enough. You know, in the most beautiful way. Like, I mean, the song starts off with, "Man, it's a hot one." I mean, come on. That's a little bit of fromage in there, for sure. It was great that the love of my life at that time was this beautiful Latin woman that, who was this muse that I could write about.
His muse is now his wife of 25 years, former model and producer Marisol Maldonado. She came into his life saving him from the worst excesses of success.
I think meeting my wife when I did, I mean, she met me, I was pretty much a mess. There was a lot of drugs, there was a lot of drinking, but with no counterbalance. So it stopped becoming an escape and it started becoming the main show, and then everything else was just something you could do to keep that going.
Marisol obviously saw something beyond the drugs and the drink, and their love was instant. But now her own long struggle with Lyme disease has stopped her joining Rob and the band on tour for the first time in 2.5 decades.
She's one of the only New York girls I know that's been to Wollongong.
Marisol continues to inspire many of Rob's songs. She also sees him create his magic. I know it can't be a simple answer, but when it comes to writing a song, do you have a process? Do you have a methodology?
Yeah, my wife calls it fishing. I go fishing.
Build it up, tear it down.
Whatever you call his technique, Rob's songwriting abilities are celebrated, earning him coveted recognition in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
I don't let it lightning fall, let it fall. I don't need. And you're just kind of like, nonsense, And I've got a phone with like 4,000 of those, like, beep, I don't know.
A little bit of music
that
babble.
make no sense, at all. But eventually, somehow, that little thing becomes a song.
So is it always with an instrument?
No, I mean, some of my favorite things that I've written, I think, have been just driving down the road, and you turn off the radio and you just start kind of singing to yourself, and you just tell yourself, I like that. That sounds kind of nice. What is that? And then you go, oh, that's me. Oh, that's cool.
And then there are the songs born out of pain. As a 20-year-old, Rob wrote the hit 3 a.m. to express his feelings when his mother, Mamie, was diagnosed with terminal cancer when he was just 12. She went into remission but died in 2006.
She said it's cold outside and she hands me my raincoat. She's always worried about things like that.
Mum,
Mom.
how do you feel when you play that song?
Before she passed, that was always her favorite song. She had a license plate on her car that said 3 a.m. Mom. We played it. She wanted that played at her funeral. So I think it always has a personal attachment for me.
What's more important for you, to be recognised as a songwriter or as a singer?
I think it's purely a sex symbol. No, I think, first off, I think that I'm a much better songwriter than I am a singer. You can learn to be a better songwriter, but I don't think you can learn to be a songwriter. You either hear music in your head that doesn't exist yet or you don't. And so that magic feels magical every time.
Yes, and maybe you'll find something for them to keep you.
No matter, it has taken them 12 years to return to Australia with new music and old hits.
Turn yourself around, girl. Come on.
Going by this adoring crowd, Matchbox 20 can come on home anytime they like. How do you explain the success of your songs, the love that your fans
I mean,
have?
if we could, we'd just be replicating it over and over again.
Of course.
Yeah. I think it's luck,
Yeah.
honestly.
Top rock band in the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
That's for that.
yeah.
And you're a sex symbol, he told me.
Oh, he is a sex symbol.
Well,
That's
I'm
true.
trying to push that narrative.
Did people
No, you are.
Hi, I'm Dimity Clancy. Thank you for watching 60 Minutes 24/7 on 9 Now.
Welcome back.